Number 118 of a Touchline Rant.
Did you get Jeff Linton's email?
I did, I checked it out.
Good.
I did. This week, New Year predictions, magic of the FA Cup, pick out the gems.
You've been here often enough for you to ask that question. I think you're either being very, very silly or you're being absolutely stupid.
We're then going to have a look ahead.
How can people follow us?
They can follow us on Twitter, Instagram and Facebook at A Touchline Rant. On YouTube, A Touchline Rant Podcast. Go subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Play the music.
Yeah.
A touchline rant, a touchline rant.
So it's 2020 football predictions.
That's basically
for this
it.
year. Is that the
For
concept?
this year, that's in the
What
world
is going to
of
happen?
football.
Let's predict the future. What's going to happen?
England are going to win Euro 2020, but they're going to hand the trophy back immediately. Do you know why?
Why?
Because Brexit means Brexit.
Okay, it's political there, just to prove a point.
That's
Troy Deeney will win the Golden Boot in the Premier League.
The renaissance of the 80s 4-4-2 blood and guts style management characters that have made the comeback in the Premier League recently, that in 2020 this trend will continue. It will continue with Harry Redknapp being employed by Wolves, Ian Holloway is going to take over at Norwich, and Sam Allardyce is going to take over at Bournemouth.
Pep Guardiola makes his first pop song. Dark and diminutive, but with a romantic edge.
He looked like a jazz funk
in a big
fella
sweater.
to me.
Think the male version of Taylor Swift. Nigel Pearson this year, 2020, will dress up for charity as an ostrich.
You don't know the answer to that question, and I think you are an ostrich.
It's not all good news. Unfortunately, there is some doom and gloom. And
every year.
One of my favourites, Roy Hodgson.
Yeah.
He's going to have a stroke.
Oh.
But then he's going to pull through.
Oh.
And become a better manager because of it.
Guy Sports View, they're going to announce a new programme. It'll be called When Graham Met Paul. And it's going to be Graham Souness meets Paul Pogba for a midweek breakdown
and tell him why he did bad.
The problem is, it'll only last one episode.
At the end of it, will Graham Souness get the same haircut as Paul Pogba? So there'll be an underground gambling ring of 5 trashy football players will get investigated for match fixing.
Alan Brazil dies. The FA Cup.
What were your little highlights? Because the whole point of the FA Cup is for heroes to be to come and to have a platform, and that's their big moment. That's their 15 minutes, and that's why we enjoy it.
Okay, my favourite two: Wilbraham again of Rochdale,
40-year-old
Rochdale through and through, club legend, gets a draw against Newcastle, and I forget the guy's name now, annoyingly, but he plays for Port Vale. It's Port Vale. The Port Vale striker. I cannot remember his name.
On John Stones, right?
Yeah, where he said he said he was watching watching England play, and he said, "I'm not being funny. I know I play a few levels below him, but if I played against John Stones every week, I'd score a hat trick or score 4 goals against him every week."
Do you know one of my little favourites?
What?
Field United game. There was a referee who went down sick.
Yeah.
And they just pulled this kid out of the crowd because he was just a trainee ref. It was one of those cases like, is there a medic on board? It's like, we need a ref. And he did a sterling job.
We'll always get that 15 minutes of fame character in the FA Cup. It's great. Enjoy it while it lasts.
There you go.
That's already on. It's been good. We've discussed all sorts of great stuff. We are a Touchline Rant podcast. Thank you very much for listening.
How can people follow us?
They can follow us on Twitter, Instagram and Facebook at A Touchline Rant. On YouTube, A Touchline Rant Podcast. Go subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Did you get Jeff Linton's email?
I did. I checked it out.
Good.
I did. See you next week.